Prosperity, health, happiness, it's not a destination, it's a journey. We have to live in the moment. So it's probably about 10 years ago, I invited my mother and grandmother as their Christmas present. I sent them a couple first-class tickets down here to Florida because they lived in Madison, Wisconsin, which of course in January and February is like 60 below zero wind chill factor and everything. So I sent them tickets to come down and visit me January, February. And I remember picking them up at the hotel and saying, okay, where do you guys want to go for dinner? And my grandmother, I said, would you like to go to, named an Italian place? And she said, no, I don't really like, Italian places because sometimes it's spicy. I only like Josie's in Madison. I said, okay, so where would you like to go, Grandma? She says, anywhere you want to go. Okay, well, what about there's a Chinese place? Well, I don't really eat Chinese food, Okay, we don't have to do Chinese. Where do you want to, what are you hungry for, Grandma? Oh, anywhere you want to go. Well, there's this really cool, health food restaurant, natural, and, well, I'm not really, okay, Grandma, where do you want, what are you hungry for? Where do you want, oh, anywhere you want to go. So this goes on, and finally, and then she's like, you guys, whatever you decide, I'll just drink coffee. No, Grandma, I don't want you just to drink coffee. So suddenly it dawns on me. These guys are from Wisconsin. They want a restaurant with a big piece of meat and a baked potato and a salad. And so I found this steakhouse by the airport. I took them there and everything's fine. So we're there, we're ordering, and of course the waiter is trying to get the order, and then he's asking my grandmother, and she says, well, do you have a children's portion? Because I don't eat a lot. My grandson is paying for this, and I don't want to waste this money. And I'm like, Grandma, I can afford it. Please just order what you want. And so she gets her order in. She goes to the bathroom, and my mother looks at me, and she says, if I ever get like that, kill me. So I did what any loving son would do. I said, Mom, you'd already be dead. Because, that's one of their idiosyncrasies, and I had the same one. So you know what? Here's what I want you to know. So we're 10 years later, and you know what I wish more than anything else in the world right now? I wish I could bring my grandmother down here and try to find a place to take her to dinner, but I can't because she's not here on this existence anymore. And I would love nothing better if she was here. So what's our lesson for Prosperity TV this week? Couple of things. You know what? We all have our little idiosyncrasies. We all have our little weird stuff, but you know what? I loved my grandmother with all my heart. I love my mother with all my heart, and I hope you love the people around you with all of your heart. And don't worry about those silly little idiosyncrasies. We all have them. Remember this, prosperity, health, happiness, it's not a destination, it's a journey. We have to live in the moment. I got to tell you what, my grandmother isn't the only one I buried in the last 5-6 years. I buried my grandfather, my grandmother, my brother-in-law so young, a couple of softball teammates who were so young, dear friend who was 50. We never know how much time we have left. We have to live each and every day. That may be the most important lesson we can ever do for prosperity. And I'll tell you what I think is the most important lesson for this week's show. Let me tell you, the very last words that my grandmother ever heard from me were, I love you. So that's your lesson for the week. Let the people in your life who you love, don't let them guess it. Tell them. Have a great week, and remember, live rich.